Welcome back to my second Battle with Cancer series here on this YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about my months 10 and 11, what my life has looked like in the past few months, and what my life is going to look like in continuing treatment for my 1-year birthday. So let's get into it. Alright, so how has my life been 10 months, 11 months outside of my transplant? Again, just a reminder, I got my bone marrow transplant on June 30th of 2023. It is now June of 2024, so I am so close to my 1-year birthday, but we'll get to that later. What has my life been doing in months 9, months 10, and months 11? And really, it's been pretty great. So anyone else out there who's had a bone marrow transplant or is going to get one, know that eventually you'll start to get into this rhythm that everything starts getting much easier, much better. So in months 9, 10, and 11, I have been working full time. I have been going to the gym almost every single day, and I can, have enough energy at the end of the day to still do something that I enjoy. So I've been working all the time. I've been playing tons of basketball, and I've been spending tons of time with my friends, family, and dogs. So there's not much that I can't do right now. In addition to that, health-wise, everything's been really good. Month over month, so every 2 weeks I go in to get a lab test or blood test, and they're still not the best, but over time, over a long period of time, they slowly, incrementally get back to a new version of normal, which I'm hoping to be close to where I was before I had all this cancer. So like I said earlier, my energy levels, they're doing significantly better. But in the end, you have to realize what your energy levels are for you at the time. Mine are getting better day by day, week by week, and especially month over month. Know that eventually your body's gonna come back to you, and there really aren't any limits to what you're able to do going forward. One of the things that I noticed is I was like, hey doctor, I'm still extremely pale. I have been trying to get a little bit of color back in my body, some pigment, by spending like 30 minutes outside every day, trying to get a little color going on. And of course I was using sunscreen and everything. And my doctor looked at me and was just like, are you stupid? And I was like, what are you talking about? Well, I still have to be cognizant of the situation that I'm in. I'm not done with treatment yet. I'm not, unfortunately. Despite being off chemo and off immunosuppressants, I'm still undergoing a huge body transformation like a lot of other viewers on this. And we have to be cognizant that our surroundings are still impactful. And one of those things that he mentioned is sun, like UV rays, the sun. It is very bad for GVHD. And I think I've noticed that a little bit. Unfortunately, I was spending all this time in the sun and it was getting hot, and I was like, I just want to get some color. I need to get, I need to look better, right? I need to quit looking like this ghost guy. But in the end, it was ending up hurting me more than it was really worth it. Put the vanity aside, that was really dumb of me. I should be trying to wear long sleeves and avoiding the sun until at least 1 year post-transplant and I'm off everything, because I was noticing some GVHD, which is graft versus host, one of the main things you want to try to avoid while getting your transplant, on my skin and all these other things, and it just wasn't good. So if you're going through something similar and you're at any point of the transplant, just make sure that you're being cognizant of your situation and the time of your situation. For me, it was too early for me to go outside and try to get sun and color because I thought I was looking gross and, ghostly. Not a good idea. I even had the audacity to be like, what about a tanning bed? I swear, if my doctor could hit me, probably. Alright, if you made it this far in the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps out my channel and I can keep making videos just like this. Now on to where the rest of my treatment is gonna go. So like I said in the beginning of this video, my transplant was on June 30th. It is June as recording this video, so I am less than 30 days away from my new birthday and my 1 year transplant date. That is so exciting. So what is happening in this next month that I need to be aware of? Or if in your situation, what can you expect going forward? Well, first of all, the blood tests continue regularly. Every 2 weeks, I'll go in for a blood test. So I have 2 before June 30th. And then also I will have another pulmonary exam, which if you've seen one of my other videos, they are the worst. It's an evaluation of your lungs capacity and how well they do and how well they perform. So they're gonna baseline it off of my transplant pulmonary, and then I think I did one at 6 months, and then I'm gonna do it again just to make sure that my lungs and respiratory system are functioning well. The test sucks. It's never a fun time, but I have to do that again. A new one for me is I'm gonna have to do a full body bone marrow density exam. Not sure what that is. Sounds scary, but hopefully it's just gonna be some kind of scan, like a CT scan is my idea. But so that one's coming. And then of course I have my 1-year bone marrow biopsy to test to make sure that I haven't relapsed and everything is still going well in the bone marrow. That's what I have to look forward to, and hopefully they all go well, but I will definitely keep you updated on them. And one thing to note that I would love for you guys to comment in the comments below is, how do I celebrate my 1 year? It seems like a huge milestone that should be a part of me and every other transplant journey out there. Is you should have a huge celebration knowing that you made it 1 year outside of your transplant, adapting to your new body, your new surrounding, and all this new environment. Everything's new. You should celebrate that. Celebrate this win. It's not a small win, it's a huge win. That's how I see it. So now what do? Do I throw a party? Do I go on a vacation? I do just want to celebrate it, not just for me, but also celebrate the support and all the other people that I've had throughout this whole journey. So let me know in the comments below what you would do. Okay, so the last thing I want to touch on is something important that I realized when the doctor told me and other people heard about it, they started to freak out. So when I was at the doctor last time, last week, they told me that based off of everything that I've been through, my body and I am at high risk for osteoporosis, right? Sucks, it is what it is. And when I told a few people about this, everyone seemed to panic, like the sky was falling. It was just chaos and they were like, ah! Stop. The sky is not falling, right? One thing that I have realized while going through this whole cancer journey, and I hope if you're going through some sort of cancer journey as well, you can take this as a mindset going forward. I had to be the middleman to relax everybody and help them understand what was going on. I've been through a lot in the last almost 5 years, battling cancer twice now. You have to realize that all the chemo, radiation, surgeries, and everything that you put your body through, you kind of just have to assume that you are at risk for everything, right? It is no longer, when you hear you're at risk for a secondary cancer, or you hear you're at risk for a lung failure, or you hear you're at risk for, in my case, osteoporosis, or another one, your eyes, I don't know, remember what the eyes one was. When you're at risk for all of these different things, depending on what your doctors tell you, or you hear, or you read, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. Tune out the white noise, because in the end, just assume that everything that you've been through, you are at risk for everything. Once you're at risk for everything, you don't worry about the little things on a day-to-day basis. It helps me a lot because I know that as long as I continue to put my best foot forward every single day, I eat healthy, I work out, and I make good choices for my body, I'm doing everything that I can to prevent the osteoporosis, the lung failure, the heart disease, and the secondary cancers and everything else that comes with battling cancer. I'm doing everything that I can to go forward so that I know if something ends up happening to me, I know it wasn't at the hands of my own fault. It was meant to be, and it happens anyways, and there's nothing I could have done to prevent it anyways. So just know and associate yourself that I'm at risk for everything. When they told me osteoporosis, bone thinning and all this stuff, I was like, is what it is, man. Is what it is. And is that gonna change anything about my daily routine right now? No. I am climbing upwards. I am positively increasing my life on a day-to-day basis, so hearing that I'm at risk for osteoporosis will not affect me. I'm going to continue going to the gym. I'm going to continue working really hard, and I'm going to continue eating right, hanging out with friends, doing all the things, going on vacations that I want to do on a normal basis. Don't let these little things affect you, and understand that you need to continue living your life to the best and fullest capacity that you can. And yeah, so what? You're at risk for everything. Everyone else is too. Hopefully you can take that mindset as it's huge, and it made me realize that when a lot of my friends and family were freaking out that I was high risk for osteoporosis given all the chemo and radiation and cancer fighting stuff that I've been through, just know that I'm going to continue living the best way I possibly can with no limits, and you should do the same. So that's a wrap for today's episode. We went back into what my life has been in months 10, 11, and maybe a little bit further. We also touched on what my life and treatment is going to look like going forward, and I even shot you some mindset for today, and hopefully it'll help you with your transplant, your cancer journey, or with your friends or family's cancer journey as well. Remember that there are no limits, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.